Guys, Jimmy Vercellino, Marine Corps veteran, mortgage loan originator, specializing in VA loans. Today I'm discussing VA loan limits. I feel like there's a lot of confusion on this stuff, so I'm gonna try and set the record straight so most importantly, my veterans and active duty military can understand how this glorious benefit works, so that way if somebody gives you bum scoop, you say, oh, hold on a second, you'll set them straight. The VA does not have a maximum loan amount. In 2020, the Trump administration signed into law the Vietnam Veteran Blue Water Initiative Act, and this allowed veterans to purchase homes at up to any purchase price they'd like with no money down. In other words, there's no cap on a VA loan. Now keep in mind, you still have to qualify, right? You have to qualify by way of income, you have to qualify by way of credit, and the lender still has to make the loan, but there is no cap. So maybe somebody's told you before that, well, actually, you can only borrow up to $766,550. This is called the conforming loan limit. So not true, right? You can go above that, assuming that you have enough eligibility. Now we're getting into entitlement calculations and things like that. But basically, here's what I want you to know. If you don't have an active VA loan, you can borrow as much as you want. Guess what I'm gonna say next? Assuming that you qualify by way of income and credit, but you can borrow as much as you'd like if you don't have an active VA loan. But Jimmy, somebody told me that conforming loan limits, you could only go that high. Whoever told you that is greatly mistaken. They might mean well, but they gave you bum scoop. Good to go? Now, in some counties across the nation, for example, for all of my veterans that watch this channel, a lot of you reach out to me from New York, right? A lot of you reach out to me from LA. You'll want to know, okay, what are the loan limits? Well, the conforming loan limits in these counties are considered what's referred to as high cost. So what that means is that you can go even higher from a conforming loan limit perspective, but remember what I told you, VA loans don't have maximum loan amounts. The only time you need to come up with a down payment is if you have an existing VA loan. Let me give you an example, right? And using this scenario right here, if I used my first VA loan, or we'll say $366,550, we would have left over about $466,550. Whoops. 550. Now, if my veteran wanted to buy a home that was 566,550, I'd tell them that they need to come up with 25% of the difference here, which in this case would be only $25,000. So that's important to know that VA technically don't have a down payment requirement unless you as the veteran have an existing VA loan. Now, Jimmy, what happens if I refinance this home into a conventional, right? Well, if that's the case, then you free up your VA loan entitlement. You wouldn't have to come in with a down payment, keeping in mind that all of this is predicated upon you qualifying for the mortgage by way of income and credit. You follow me along on that? So this is just some basic information that I want you to know. Even though you'll hear things like conforming loan limits, high cost counties, VA loans do not actually have loan limit of any sort, so long as you have enough what's referred to as guarantee from the VA, right, to be able to get that new loan with no money down. Tracking? If you have more questions on this stuff, feel free to reach out to me, drop a comment down below. Feel like I earned it, consider showing your love, clicking like on the video. Lastly, hey guys, I wrote a book, right, an ebook on VA loans, answering the top 11 questions that veterans and active duty service members have when it comes to VA financing. If you want to get a free copy of that book, all you got to do is just click on the link that I'll make available in the video below. Talk to you soon.